I kiss my home security guard and he nephew caught me say to fuck asterisk K me. Alex never imagined that his life would turn upside down because of one person. He had been married to Lily for 5 years, and though they had their ups and downs, he believed they had built a strong relationship. But sometimes, the cracks are hidden until something, or someone, forces them open. It all began when Rachel, Lily's best friend, came to stay with them for a few weeks. Rachel was going through a tough time after a breakup, and Lily offered her a place to stay. Alex had always known Rachel, they were friendly, but nothing more. However, when she moved in, everything changed. Rachel had a magnetic energy. She was charming, confident, and had a way of making people feel special. At first, Alex didn't think much of it. He was happy to help, and it was nice having someone else around to talk to when Lily was at work. They would chat about music, movies, and life. Nothing out of the ordinary. But soon, the connection between them deepened, in ways Alex hadn't expected. One evening, Lily had to work late, leaving Alex and Rachel alone in the house. They decided to watch a movie, something light to pass the time. But as the night went on, the conversation shifted. Rachel began opening up about her breakup, her loneliness, and how hard it was to feel like she didn't have anyone to lean on. "There's just this emptiness," she said softly, her eyes searching Alex's. "Like no one truly sees me." Alex felt something stir inside him, a pull toward her vulnerability. "I see you," he said, without thinking. The words hung in the air, heavy with meaning neither of them wanted to admit. Rachel leaned in, just slightly. "Do you?" she whispered, her voice barely audible. Alex's heart raced. He knew this was dangerous territory. Lily was his wife, and Rachel was her best friend. But in that moment, all he could feel was the intense connection between them. It wasn't just physical, it was emotional. He had never felt this way before, like someone was drawing him in without even trying. They didn't kiss that night, but the tension was undeniable, and from that moment on, everything changed. The days that followed were filled with stolen glances, accidental touches that lingered too long, and conversations that danced around the truth. Alex tried to convince himself that it was harmless, that nothing was really happening, but deep down, he knew the line had already been crossed. One afternoon, while Lily was out with friends, Rachel cornered Alex in the kitchen. She stood close to him, too close. "You feel it too, don't you?" she asked, her voice low and filled with something electric. Alex swallowed hard, his pulse quickening. "Rachel, this isn't right, we can't." She smiled, a slow, knowing smile. "I know, but that doesn't stop it from being real." Before he could respond, she closed the distance between them and kissed him. It was soft at first, but the heat between them grew quickly. Alex's mind screamed at him to stop, to pull away, but his body didn't listen. For a moment, everything felt perfect, like the world outside had disappeared, and all that mattered was the two of them. But the moment didn't last. Guilt washed over Alex as soon as they broke apart. He stepped back, his heart pounding in his chest. "This can't happen," he said, his voice shaking. "Lily, she doesn't deserve this." Rachel's eyes softened. "I know. I don't want to hurt her either, but I can't stop how I feel." From then on, Alex was trapped in a whirlwind of emotions. He loved Lily, but his feelings for Rachel were undeniable. Every time they were alone together, the tension became almost unbearable. They shared more stolen kisses, each one filling Alex with both desire and guilt. The betrayal weighed heavy on him, and he started pulling away from Lily. She noticed. "Of course. Is everything okay?" she asked one night, concern in her eyes. Alex nodded, forcing a smile. "Yeah, just work stress." But the lies were piling up, and he knew it was only a matter of time before everything came crashing down. That day came sooner than expected. One night, Lily came home earlier than usual. She walked into the living room to find Alex and Rachel sitting too close, their conversation hushed, their body language telling a story that words couldn't. The look on Lily's face when she realized what was happening was something Alex would never forget. You've been lying to me," Lily whispered, her voice breaking. "Both of you." Rachel stood up, her eyes filled with guilt and regret. "Lily, I didn't mean." But Lily didn't let her finish. "You're my best friend. How could you do this?" Alex tried to explain, to apologize, But there was nothing he could say to undo the damage that had been done. The trust was shattered, and the bond between them was broken beyond repair. Lily left that night, and Rachel moved out shortly after. Alex was left alone, haunted by the choices he had made and the people he had hurt. He had thought the connection he felt with Rachel was worth the risk, but in the end, all it brought him was heartbreak.